So I thought that it was only fitting that I make one of my first YouTube videos about menstrual cups. Yep, that's right. It's that gritty, grotty word that everybody kind of squirms about. Even I do a little bit as well, because just the word menstrual just sounds a bit ugh. Anyways, I get lots and lots of questions from you guys about menstrual cups, so I just thought I would get on here and give it all to you nice and straight. So if you get a little bit grossed out, I am sorry, but I'm just giving you my honest opinion and how it's working for me. So the environmental reasons behind why we should use, or the benefits of using a menstrual cup, are really what got me across the line. So in a female's lifetime, generally we'll use around 10 to 11,000 tampons each, which is crazy. If you think of all of those piled up in one space, then it's absolutely mind-boggling, and they can't go anywhere. There's no way for us to recycle them, to dispose of them in a more sustainable manner. So switching to a menstrual cup means that you'll have one of these guys for 5 to 10 years. That's it. No waste, no nothing, which is really what got me across the line. Also, when you think about the number of pads and tampons and the fact that they're all wrapped in individually in plastic packaging, which I understand we need from a hygienic perspective, but it's a lot of plastic packaging. So that is why I decided to initially give these guys a try, and then I haven't looked back. Okay, so first off, what are menstrual cups? I'm just going to focus on the yellow one. So what they are is they're medical grade silicone, and it's literally a cup that collects all of your periods. So there is a little bit of a stem here, and then you've got the whole little cup there. So yes, that is a menstrual cup, and what it does is you put it up your vagina, and then it collects all of your period, and then you take it out and you empty it, and then you use it again and again and again. So these guys can last around from between 5 to 10 years. So they are a little bit more expensive initially, like most eco-friendly products, but they will last you a lifetime. So simply, how do you use these? I wish it was simple. It does take a little bit of getting used to, I must admit, but once you do get used to them, they are amazing. So how you use them. So they are nice and squishy, nice and soft. This one is a Model 1, so it's a bit smaller. It's the one that I use, but what you need to do is you need to fold it into a little C shape. So once you folded it into a C shape, then you can pop it up, and then when you release, it'll pop. I'll do that again. So fold it into a C shape, put it up, pop, and then it goes. And then this silicone suctions to the sides of your vaginal walls and collects all of the blood. And then when you are ready and you finish, which is generally about 12 hours later, it can be sooner, it's up to you. All you need to do is you pierce, so you just give it a little bit of a pinch, which releases the suction from the sides, and then you pull it down and you take it out. Empty it, C shape, up, again. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. So that is how you insert and you take it out. For beginners, what I would recommend, or what I did when I first started, because I was a little bit nervous, is the first couple of times I used it when I was going to the gym, and then I'd come home, take it out, go to work, just because I wasn't really ready to wear it for a full day. And then I started wearing it overnight, and then when I got my confidence up, I just wore it to work. I had no issues, no spotting, no leaking in any of those situations, but for me it was just what I needed to do in order to feel comfortable, and now I can't recommend them more. So you can use them for 12 hours. So people often send me lots of questions asking, how did you empty at work, what did you do? So for me, I only ever really need to empty it when I'm at home. So I do it in the morning when I wake up, and then in the night before I go to bed. Another tip for beginners I would recommend is taking it out when you're in the shower. So this just means that you don't feel as gross doing it, and then if there for some reason is a little bit of a slip, then you're absolutely covered. Again, I didn't have any issues with this, but it just gave me that little bit of extra confidence I needed when I was first starting out. The other thing that I get lots of questions about is which size. So there's two different sizes. There is the small size, which is Model 1, and then there's the bigger size, which is Model 2. So small is 25 mils, bigger is 30 mils. It's really up to you which one you want to use. 95% of people use Model 1. Model 2 is normally for those heavy bleeders, but then also those directly after pregnancy, Model 2 is best for you. There is a little bit of a guide, I'll put it down here, which helps you choose which model size you would like, but it's up to you. Also for teenagers, it's recommended that you try Model 1 first, just because it is that little bit smaller, but no one has had any issues inserting Model 2 from what I have heard so far. So the other thing is cleaning your menstrual cup. So because they are medical grade silicone, they're super duper hygienic. So you can boil it on the stove for say 20 minutes just in water, and that will clean it. The other thing is there are also special lunette cleaners that you can get. So this one is the Feel Good Cleaner, or Feel Better Cleaner. You can just use that in the shower, give it a bit of a scrub, and then remove it. Or there are also wipes, so that when you're out and about, for example, you can use the wipes. But for me, I find just using toilet paper is completely fine, or just giving it a rinse under the tap has also worked really well.